There's been a raging conspiracy theory that Israel was somehow implicated in 9/11. Do you tackle that kind of conspiracy theory in the series?
I don't repeat every theory about it. They're endless. And as to the question that you asked specifically about Israel, no, of course I didn't allege that, the Jews did it. I don't even know what that means.
Tucker knows what that means. He's just lying so he can try to avoid the controversy.
In fact, saying things like that is a way to discredit. Real question. Benjamin Netanyahu on camera right after said this is a good thing because it brings the United States into a conflict that we've been involved in on an existential level for decades. I mean, he said that out loud.
Tucker, of course he said it out loud. That's how you talk. And you're being very deceptive because he said it was very good and then he corrected himself. He said it was not very good, but it was generate immediate sympathy. So since you've avoided Netanyahu's correction, we're going to give this lie number 2 to you, Tucker.
We know that a group of Israeli art students, who clearly were not art students, clearly some of them were aligned with Israeli intelligence, were arrested and held for quite some time.
2002, FBI agents detained or questioned dozens of young Israeli nationals posing as art students suspected of spying in United States facilities. A DEA memo described the pattern of Israeli art students visiting the homes of federal agents under suspicious circumstances. DOJ could never prove these Israelis were collecting top secret information, nor could they prove that they had any information on 9/11 attacks. This is a serious omission by Tucker Carlson, and we call it lie number 3. In 2002, several officials dismissed reports of a spy ring and said that allegations were made by a DEA agent who was angry that his theories had been dismissed. September 11th, 5 suspicious Israelis were said to be Israeli Mossad agents who were arrested in New York, who apparently celebrated the 9/11 attacks. After a 2-month-long investigation, the FBI concluded that the 5 dancing men had no prior knowledge of the 9/11 attacks
in the United States before being released without charges. And we know that a group of them, again, I'm quoting an FBI document here, not the internet, filmed the attacks on 9/11, and I'm quoting, seemed to have foreknowledge of those attacks.
Or tell the audience how these Israeli tourists had foreknowledge of the attack. They wearing construction helmets and wearing bulletproof vests? Think, Tucker, there's 50,000 tourists hanging around New York with burning buildings, and what are they going to do but take out their phones and film it? Tucker, you've made lie number 4.
Now, you were not allowed to follow up in any of this. Fox News did a series with Britt Hume and Carl Cameron, which many people have seen in a bootleg version on the internet, but they did it like within weeks, saying, what is this? There was an Israeli spy ring in the United States, and they clearly knew 9/11 was coming. This is Fox News. They pulled that under pressure. They pulled that off the internet, and subsequent generations have been forbidden from noting what is now factually true. Those are factually true statements.
Yeah, some of those statements are factually true, but you've left out some of the important details, like the FBI investigated those people that were Israeli taking pictures at the 9/11, and they're finding out they're just tourists, or that the FBI spies that were there did nothing wrong. So you need to be telling the truth and not promoting conspiracy theories. Tucker Carlson, you are very deceptive and you should be exposed.